Welcome to Dial Headlines. I'm Helena. Thank you for joining us. Following their assistance to Typhoon Haiyan survivors in the Philippines, volunteers in Sanxia near Taipei City have mobilized once again, this time to help victims of the recent floods in Malaysia. 4 prefab housing unit prototypes have been sent to Tzu Chi volunteers in Malaysia for their consideration as part of their disaster relief. Due to the urgency of the situation, volunteers in Taiwan spent 3 days straight readying all the components to be air freighted to Malaysia.
Volunteers make one final check before packaging the items. To help flood victims in Malaysia, Tzu Chi volunteers in Sanxia near Taipei City have come together once again.
We're to make sure these 4 prototype units, 2 of which are 6 meters squared, and the other 2, which are 26 meters squared, are sent to Malaysia within the next 3 days, so volunteers there can assemble them locally.
Unlike last year, where prefab units destined for the Philippines were sent by sea, this time around, volunteers are sending all building components by air due to the urgency of the situation.
Because we are sending these items by air, they cannot exceed 3 meters in length. We had to cut the components, which exceeded the maximum length, into 2 halves. And those that were 8 meters in length, we cut into 3 parts. There will be a piece to connect all the parts together once they arrive in Malaysia. We didn't have to worry so much about it when we shipped by sea, as the entire container was ours. But with air freight, we have to be careful we don't damage other people's cargo. So we packaged all the components in cardboard boxes and wrapped film over that.
In a space of 3 days, close to 200 volunteers were mobilized in the hopes they will be able to help these flood survivors regain their strength and get back on their feet as soon as possible.
We now take